Hi everybody, it's Brandon.
And Josh.
And before we start today's episode, we just want to give a little plug. Give us a like.
Or subscribe to this channel.
And follow us on Instagram for all of your daily drama and art needs.
Woo-hoo, check back every week for more content from yours truly.
And hope you enjoy the episode.
Ciao.
Until we get another theme song, this'll have to do. These are your rules reviews.
Hi everybody, it's your boys, Brandon.
And Josh.
Woo!
Woo! Welcome back.
Yeah.
Hey, sister.
Hey, soul
Hey,
sister.
soul sister.
Yes, we are here for another episode of and it's the 11th episode. We are deep into this season now.
Ooh.
Man, can you believe it? 10 episodes down, 11 episodes now.
Yes. If we were any deeper, we'd be Dig Dug. Woo.
No diggity.
No diggity, no doubt?
No doubt.
That's not as old as Dig Dug, girl. Dig Dug reached back in the 80s. That's like some Atari shit. Ding, 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 ding.
You heard it, that 8-bit soundbite clip, y'all. But in this episode, the girls come in for the pre-show. Sugar has gone home. Still the crime of the century to me.
You know, listen. Sugar should have probably gone home a couple weeks before that. So I'm not terribly disappointed that Sugar went home. I'm more disappointed that Sugar went home on that episode
Okay.
when she actually turned around. It's almost like saying, listen to our feedback. Everything we say is important. But then when you do, fuck you. Everything we say is not important. We're just up here filling space. All of a sudden, the judges look like they had egg on their face. RuPaul looked like they had egg on their face. They look like they don't give a shit about the girls. They look like they don't give a shit about the competition. So it's like,
This season has been really notorious for that. Think back to Scarlett. Scarlett in that episode, is she the best dancer? No.
But she turned it out.
But she was entertaining in that challenge, and when she got into that lip sync for Last Dance, she pulled out everything she knew how, and every fan was like, that bitch wants to be here.
Right.
Keep her.
hey man, she was hungry. I didn't even like Scarlett that well, but I liked her that's a great example. So is it a competition? Is there any competition to it?
No, which is why, okay, it's a double-edged thing. Now we can see there's no competition. It's not a competition.
Okay.
It's a show. It's a show. And if you are watching at home, please understand that. It's a show. So the producers have an agenda. There's certain storylines. That's why we all get passionate and invested. And when a girl doesn't have a storyline for TV, she gotta go. And that's fair. That's the tea.
Yeah.
She's gonna get a tour. She's gonna go. So there's no reason to get bitter about it. But it is still kind of frustrating.
Well, and in the editing too, editors will edit to make you believe whatever you want. Mm-hmm. It's like, and it's so hard when they do well. It's like, how do you edit someone slaying it to make them look like they're justified to go home?
I don't know, and I think it comes now down to the judging. If you notice, RuPaul does not offer critiques anymore.
Right.
Doesn't want the blood on her hands.
That is true.
So the producers will tell, hey Michelle, we need Scarlett to go home this week. Call her out for being a white girl dancing. There's nothing wrong with white girl dancing, but was she entertaining? Again, was she entertaining? Yes. So it should have been that.
Check me out at Precinct on a Friday night. You'll see white girl dancing. And not giving up.
Not one. I wish I could watch you dance and not give. But the girls,
You's a bitch.
the girls, they basically eulogize Suga here. They're like, oh, Nan was so sweet, she's so kind. They're not sad she's gone by any means. They're not going to wish
it's a
she's
competition.
back.
Of course not.
Competition. But yeah, the girls had wonderful things to say about Suga, so that seems like a miscongeniality, possibly.
I don't know. They have wonderful things to say about our next queen going home too, but
Too soon?
too soon.
Right.
Oh, it's like pulling a band-aid off. RuPaul enters the workroom, giving us some cowboy Wyoming fantasy.
Yeah, she was giving me all of the gay rodeo roundup. We never went to that. That was the one LGBT event they had in Wyoming. It was like a gay camp meetup in August. Our friend Chris, who watches Drag Race and watches our show, hey, shout out to Chris Maestas. He told me about it. He said he's one.
Yeah, they used to have the gay rodeo at Davie, Florida. And apparently that was a big thing.
I think that was just a bunch of Texans that drove down and some people decided to ride them. I don't think that really counts.
That's how it ended. It always ended with them riding horses. And then by the end of the night, they were riding horse cocks. Anyway.
Miss Rue is giving them the mini challenge that has come back a couple of times, the fake slap off.
Oh,
slap
yes.
out of it. But she does say that because of her interaction with Miss Asia O'Hara.
Now that was good. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. It's about to be Asia O'Hara's Drag Race. I'm about to own this
season. She will not be participating this year because Asia almost got the show in the settlement. And this year the girls are going to be throwing shade and slapping each other.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you think about this?
Actually, as a theater person, I love watching things like this. I thought it was super cute, and I love to see action. The action is the slap. The reaction is how the bitches come out of that slap.
Yes.
And we have some very graceful dancing theater girls this time. Acrobatic, freaking collagen.
You big old chaperone looking grilled cheese motherfucker, you?
I love grilled cheese.
I bet. You wanna hit people with trash cans? You biting Velveeta looking motherfucking. I've been waiting to slap your ass this week too. Oh my goodness.
You feel just like a waterbed. Reminds me of my testicles after 2 hours in the bath.
Well, I'll give you a few hours to soak in tonight.
Your makeup looks like a kindergarten art project.
What you got, bitch?
I'm gonna show you a dancer slap. Spinning, bitch, right out of the competition.
I don't know a whole lot about Canada or the people in it, but judging by your Snatch game, neither do you.
This feels wrong. Am I allowed to slap a homeless person?
I think it's okay.
Thank you.
She slapped the fuck out of you.
I knew you broke my jaw.
Everybody, it's like
Collagen is now a style of dance. I love it. Collagen.
I just whoop, whoop. It was just so entertaining to watch, like, because I try to teach people how to do theater slaps all the time, and then you see people don't live into it. So between Evie and Brooklyn, and actually Silky with her spinning was kind of cute. It was just, I don't know, it was fun.
The slaps were very fun. I thought Brooklyn killed this on both sides because part of it was to throw the shade to make someone want to slap you.
Yeah.
And Silky brought the shade, but I don't know if she brought the slaps, and vice versa for some people. Brooklyn gave the shade, she gave the slap, she spun pirouetted a couple of times. I was like, Brooklyn's gonna win. She's gonna win.
What's her face? Evie looked like a damn Matrix falling over when she got slapped. Them bones just collapsed.
And yeah, this is a fun mini challenge. I like this one.
I bet Evie would be really freaky in bed.
Oddly.
Putting ankles behind heads and stuff.
Evie, I'm giving you permission. Go
Let's
ahead.
get it. Let's get it. Let's try it out, Evie. See how it fits.
But anyway, Brooklyn does win the mini challenge.
Brooklyn Heights. Congratulations.
And she gets to pair the girls up because this is the makeover challenge.
makeover.
Yes, we see this every season. I'm pretty sure even on All Stars, like, except we don't talk about, as Latrice said, we don't talk about All Stars 1. We don't talk about that.
Who? Don't take none away from Chad Michaels.
Exactly. But even on All Stars, we do have these makeover challenges. It's something we love to see. So, the people they're making over this week are 6 of the eliminated girls.
Pulled randomly out of a hat, by the way.
Okay.
We gotta leave some other heifers at home, but
Let's talk about this, because as we were watching the episode, I took exception to this right away. We have 15 girls to start, so there wasn't a split even number. Okay, fine, that's fair.
so we thought Soju was gonna be left home.
So Soju naturally just should have been the ones. She was first out. Sorry, Mama.
Hell's
you just
Kitchen,
didn't
when
make
they bring it back on Hell's Kitchen, it's the last 5 or 6 eliminated
Reverse
contestants.
elimination. That's the way it should have been, but because we didn't do it that way.
But we don't know. Maybe Mercedes was like, fuck these guys, I'm not coming back.
The 3 queens who did not get to come back and participate were Kahana, Mercedes, and Raja in the way they were eliminated, and I happened to notice they were all girls of color. Well, not saying Soju is not a color, she's a minority, but they're all brown girls of color.
There's a lot of brown girls in this season, though.
There are, but...
So when brown is the majority, is it really a coincidence that the ones that didn't come back are girls of color?
all 3?
I mean, who knows why they didn't come back? Maybe they were the ones that said, fuck y'all, I don't want to come back.
That's true. That's true. I'm just saying for me, as a viewer, for me,
Yeah.
knowing how, and then the other thing is, there's been a lot of talk about the racism and the toxicity in the fan base of RuPaul's Drag Race, and how as the show has progressed, it's been targeted towards, I'll say it, a wider female audience.
I could see like the pheromone Ariel Versace crowd
Yes.
like being very
pissed if Ariel didn't come back.
right. I'm really happy they brought Soju back. That is like some fluff, bitch. That was some funny stuff. Filler all day long, and she's working her angle. She ain't gonna let that sister. She's like, I saw what happened to Vanjie when she just walked away saying Vanjie. She's like, I'm gonna be a sister for life.
Sis, pop it, sis.
Right, work that angle. We ain't.
Brooklyn gets to pair up the girls. So Brooklyn chooses for herself. She chooses. Who does she choose? Oh wait. Oh yeah. I forgot about her because it's Plastic Tiara. They didn't give her any screen time when she was there.
They didn't give her screen time in this episode.
Not really. The only time they gave her screen time is that episode they wanted her to win a challenge.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, I'm your new mommy. And then she got a hell of a lot of screen time. But yeah, I forgot about Plastic Tiara. So Brooklyn picks Plastic.
I noticed on this episode the Plastique's teeth are a little like fucked up, like uneven. I don't know if that matters for a damn thing or not, but you think of her being so pretty because she's like such a pageant queen and this and that, but I'm like, I spy some flaws, bitch.
I have no idea what that was about, what that was for. But can we get through these pairings? I can't even get through the pairings. Come on. All right.
Brooklyn and Plastique.
Stay with us here. So then Brooklyn chooses Nina and Sugar.
Nina.
Yeah, that works. She chooses Silky and Soju.
Oh, Silky was not happy.
That was a little shady. She chose Evie and Scarlett. Mm-hmm. They won together for Get Out. Why not? She chose Akiria and Honey. So the Davenports are a team. And then she had Vanjie and Ariel Versace.
Yes.
Yeah. So Brooklyn says she's not being shady with these pairings. She did try to think about certain things, try to put girls. And honestly, even though later they try to make it seem shady that Silky got Soju, that's the pairing I would have picked.
Yeah, who's Soju going with? Other than Silky, like...
Yeah, they're like I said, they didn't have enough brown girls to come back, so they didn't have another brown girl
That's true.
for Silky to pick.
And if Plastique would have fucked up and still been there, then maybe she could have got Soju.
Plastique and so I would live with a little kimchi thrown on the side. Ooh, I'm getting hungry.
Oh my god, Soju and Kimchi have so many parallels in this episode. The fact that these bitches can't dance, can't move, can't walk in heels, are clumsy as hell.
Yeah. So we're getting to the point in the series where there's so few girls left, and depending on the challenge, if there's not a rehearsal, we just gotta fill 90 minutes. So there's a lot of in the workroom going on, and we're seeing the teams. There's a lot of Rue asking, why'd you do this? What if the judges talk to you about that? Silky's not understanding her pad comment, or they make a big deal about it.
Yeah, that was that felt like it went on for 20 minutes, Rue talking to Silky in the workroom about her pads. I'm like, girl, this is Untucked. There's a reason we don't watch Untucked, because we don't care. Who cares? So anyway, now they're filling, so it's the episodes that could be 20 minutes or however long that was, an hour.
Yeah, and then we also get this drama with Vanjie and Ariel. Apparently on Talk there was a blow up about it. We didn't know anything about it because we don't watch it. But
the wigs, the stolen wigs.
Apparently Ariel left the wigs behind by accident. She only meant to give one to Silky, but apparently Plastique thought they were all for hers. That caused drama. And
now everybody got a wig. Raj is somewhere rocking it in West Hollywood with a wig.
They threw Raj under the bus because she wasn't there to defend herself. They said, oh no, Miss Rasha took all the wigs with her. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm like, that's some shade.
Who else knows who got a wig? You go up to Mickey's, you're gonna see all kinds of Ariel Versace wigs popping out. There's what's her face with the makeup that does the makeup.
Raven?
Raven's got one of her wigs now, probably.
Why not? This is the Ariel Versace. Ariel, I ain't gonna do that to you. This is not one of yours. This is not an Ariel Versace wig. Don't hurt her business like that.
Oh, see, I thought your wig looked just fine.
Okay, well, thank you. Yeah. This was messy. This was filler. Akiria decides she's gonna be the Nancy Drew of drag, and she needs to call out everybody. So they're getting ready with their makeup, and
then they ask Scarlett.
Yeah.
Who's gonna go home? Who should be gone? Scarlett. And Scarlett's like, poor girl. She was set up for that. Silky.
Well, because Scarlett came back, and they're like, who are you worried about? It's like, well, I don't think Silky's grown since I left. And I think Vanjie's not taking the critiques either, so I'm worried for them. That's not negative. She's worried. They should go home based on her opinion, and it's an opinion.
Apparently Silky didn't like that.
Silky, I love my girl, but she cannot take a critique to save her life. She got
that Josh Wentz defense mechanism.
Yeah, go watch that last episode and see the moment where see if you can spot where Josh got his critique. His attitude changed after that.
I'm just happy this bitch said she was wrong sometimes.
Because I'm like Silky, I can take critique and grow from it. So y'all Capper, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, y'all have the same birthday, so that explains some shit.
Oh yes, we Capricorn, stubborn as hell.
So Silky's blowing up, saying y'all dog me, y'all talk about this, but and Evie's like, calm the hell down. It's an opinion. She has the right. You have opinions about me, and I'm not getting mad about it. So what's the deal, girl?
I just remembered when Brooklyn said Evie's head looked like her ball sack after she'd been in the bathtub for 2 hours.
You still want to make chat?
Yeah, but then it really came back to me at that moment when Evie had her thing pulled up to do her face makeup, and it was all scrunched up like that little nutsack that's been in a swimming pool.
Evie know what she got, baby. This ain't shade. And see, Evie wouldn't be mad because it's an opinion. And it don't mean shit. So let's get to it. First, Rue comes down on the runway.
Yes.
And she is giving a light gold lame Grecian goddess gown.
It looked like a statue. She just looked like a Medusa statue with the wig and the snakes coming out of the hair.
You know what it is? It's the trophy. It's the tweeter head. She was it's the same dress, different color, but same wig. She was giving her the only thing I thought, and I noticed this because I've been watching Bonita Brown's review, and she caught some more of the drag things that maybe I don't know about, but she was like, the wig is too far back, and now I see it. I felt like the wig was a little too far back.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's why I like the Pam Anderson wig.
Well, and RuPaul's completely bald, right? So it's like there is no hairline reference point.
She has no edges.
But yeah, she does look like, you call it a tweeter head?
That's the brand name of her trophy. That's the people that make
name
it.
of the trophy. Damn, I thought that was like a bobblehead. I mean, Ben de la Creme's got his in the back of his car next to the Taco Bell Yo Quiero bobbing around. They're about the same value.
That was legit spit take right there. Who cares? Rue is just said buy it. Let's buy one at DragCon because they're there.
There you go.
They don't mean shit. All right.
On the last day, they'll probably be 50% off. They keep
So
coming.
these guest judges tonight. Let's go to the guest judges.
Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes.
One of the most famous dykes.
She knows, and Miss Lena Waithe. Also one of the most famous, that word in which I don't like to say. But Lena, love her. She mentions later her rainbow outfit, and she made a stunning entrance at the Met Gala a couple of years ago, rocking a full train rainbow cape. And this year she made the theme at the Met Gala was camp, and she made another statement. She wore a jacket on the back that said, camp was invented by black drag queens.
Oh.
So I thought that was a nice shout, a nice, hey, this may be a white posh event, but don't forget, y'all calling it camp, this is where it came from.
She's doing some work, that's right.
Yes. They're here, Michelle and Ross.
Yeah,
Michelle
Ross
and
is
Ross
still
are
there
here.
taking up space.
God, I've been loving his episodes where he's gone. But whatever, he's back. And the runway is Sister.
Here we are. Sisters. Although we're giving more of a
pilot two ratchet girls that decided to join an airline.
I feel like we should be like, clang, clang, clang goes the trolley.
I know. Okay, so to be quite honest, we were going for Judy Garland in summer stock. That whole thing. But I like these hats.
Hey, fuck it. We're doing something.
We're doing more than most.
See, we still looking like sisters anyway, except maybe just a little bit of skin pigmentation difference. What is that stuff they call anyway? Like collagen or
collagen? Like what?
Like that makes your skin darker?
And like in patches?
Yeah.
Vitiligo.
Ooh.
Yes, I know my words.
All right. Coming on down the runway was our first duo of the night. It was Evie and Scarlett, giving some denim, fashion, homemade, flashback to the 90s.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay, this was, for me, first of all, I like this. This reminded me of Yara. The head pieces that look like dreads reminded me of Yara Sofia when she does her dreads. Mm-hmm. Very dark, and I love her.
That's a name I haven't heard for a while. That's a real flashback to the early seasons.
The only thing is, Yara, I don't know. She was on All Stars 1, so it's more of a breach to bring her back for another go-round. She's not as Latrice.
I'm glad you told me how to say her name, because listening to her say it, I never did know.
Anyway, these girls were giving those dreads, and then also Asia's scrap jacket she made for her makeover last year. It was like a mix of those.
Yeah.
In the denim challenge, in Denim Diamonds challenge.
Right.
It was a mix of all things.
I love the eye makeup, how they did the one side in the blue contact and did the same thing for the other one. So they had the cosmetics tied into into each other. They had a denim shoe, but unfortunately Evie only had one of those, so they clocked out on the run. But I think they were really looking for stuff to clock because there's only 6 girls left.
So nitpicky, so nitpicky.
But I thought it was really nice that it was like a Take Back Time tribute that Evie built this as her first dress, her first look that she made, and then she did a remake of it, and that's what she wore. So obviously she had 2 variations of the same dress.
Yeah.
That was an easy one to pack. She's like, shit, I got it in the back of the closet somewhere.
Let's grab it and go. Yeah. So, what are we saying for this?
Half a high heel.
So is that a flat? What is that?
I'll give her a wedge.
A wedge. Okay, so heel, wedge, flat.
And soju.
We'll talk about soju.
Jelly.
Jelly. Croc. Croc. Okay.
That shit was a
That's
croc.
it. Okay. Get on board.
Croc.
Heel, wedge is neutral. Okay, we'll allow some neutrals. Croc. Get your ass out. You're looking like a nasty beast of a croc.
Next down the runway.
Was OH.
I Miss Nina West.
And her partner, Miss Sugar Cane.
Yes, representing gay pride.
Yes, Nina was giving a rainbow flag bodysuit costume, and Sugar Cane was rocking her trans pride version of that. And here's the thing, I love these.
Yeah.
These were so... they looked so good.
Yeah, I love the material, that like flashy. It wasn't like cotton or linen. It was that really flashy.
Yeah.
It was something you would totally wear to a pride parade if you were a featured person, or like I referenced one of those like 80s lesbians like Tori Amos or Melissa Etheridge wearing it as they performed at a pride parade. You know?
Always down for a shameless plug. So if they didn't know, we've worked with Melissa Etheridge. We sang with her on I'm sorry, Uprising of Love that
Yes.
came out on Inauguration Day 2017.
Yeah, check
So,
it out.
Our girl Melissa, shout out to
Plug
you.
it in.
Yeah, these were great, and I think what it is, Nina West is a bit older. She comes not too old, but she's one generation of drag up, and she's an activist.
One generation of drag.
Yeah.
I know she is. I like that though.
She's an activist. She's done a lot of work in the Pride circuit and her community.
Yeah.
So these are very bold, empowering looks. And I think what it is for this modern day Drag Race audience, it's not fashion.
Yeah.
All they seem to care about is on that runway is fashion, fashion.
And Nina was trying to tie in, be very all inclusive, and include trans and stuff like that too. I almost feel like, in retrospect, looking back, if she wanted to be safer, she should have forgot about the trans flag and made 2 different rainbow looks. You know?
Yeah.
Which then all of a sudden, what's that saying to the trans community? It's like, take them away, don't. But that's almost what it feels like when when someone gets sent home for representing this kind of look.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the judging, but I guess you guys can already tell.
Next down the runway was Silky No Big Ganache.
Silky Not Man Ganache with a shot of soju. And they were giving a Sunny and Cher disco fantasy in sky blue velvet.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of loved it. I thought it was cute. I loved the
did
matching
too.
bell bottoms. I didn't like any of the from the neck up on either one of them, to be quite honest. That nasty ass afro wig that she pulled out of her suitcase.
Girl.
And Soju's face looked like I did her makeup.
Pick that.
Right.
A little bit. And Soju, yeah, you're right. Soju's makeup was
But I loved that, and Silky said when she was defending her look that she made and handcrafted both of those looks, which I think is impressive.
Okay. Yeah, they weren't bad looks, but I think one of the judges said they look very costume out of the bag. Like if I were going to Party City and was like, hey, I want a disco costume, it would look like that.
I don't know, I disagree. That's really basic, and hers was a little bit elevated. But it was one of the weaker looks on the runway.
What are you giving it?
I'm giving it, I don't know, another wedge. She gets the other wedge. Now we have a pair.
Croc. Sorry, Silky.
Ooh, and that's your boy.
Next down the runway was Miss Vanessa Vanjie Mateo.
Girl.
With Ariel Versace.
Show out. That was amazing. That was a really nice look.
Yes.
Both were tied in. They looked like they could be sisters. They had movement. They had a lot of stuff going on that like made me say, "Oh my God!" Last week I was saying Vanjie should have went home and we should have saved Sugar Cane. This week I'm going, Vanjie is got some tricks up her sleeve and she's turning it out left and right.
Yeah, Vanjie, she really, you can tell, is not as much as we thought she should have went home before and last week, you can tell this does mean a lot to her. She's just maybe not the type of person that can embody a character, and that's fine. You can have a great career just as yourself, but this showed what she can do as herself and what she can turn out.
Yeah, and working with other people and collaborating and creating a look from a family, that was really impressive. I still get bad nightmares about Vanjie in that cat suit, though. I feel like it's Bloody Mary. If you look in the mirror and say, Vanjie, Vanjie 3 times, you're going to show up with that cat suit.
Walking backwards and come on in. And Ariel looked just like hers.
Yeah.
This was heel.
Heels.
Highest heel for me. I'm going to say it fine. Highest heel.
I'm with him on this. That's the first time we've agreed on a look.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Next down the runway, we have
Akira C. Davenport. And Honey.
And Honey without the beard this time.
Davenport. Can we just have a moment with Honey Davenport's beard?
This is a full-on dick magnet, honey.
Yeah, it was looking hot. I have a hard time imagining a drag queen as a top.
Oh.
But I think Honey could be.
Okay, you have not seen enough of Miss Jasmine Masters' live morning streams. She will let you know she is. We be hearing it all alike. If you don't, go check out my girl, Miss Jasmine Masters, on her live Instagram feed. Hey, Josh!
I don't want to imagine Jasmine Masters as anything sexual. I feel like that bitch be showing up with eyes like that, smelling like a blunt, and...
We'll roll one after this.
I say there's nothing wrong with that.
Let's wrap this up. Yeah, they look great. They were giving me honey mustard. Okay. It could be
Honey mustard, ketchup and mustard.
ketchup and mustard.
Those were bold colors. When you take a primary color and you make it just pops. It was one color of each, and it was just like the what do you call it? The
Keyhole.
Keyhole. And of course
For a
Michelle
keyhole.
loved that. So
Yeah. Do you know what's gonna be funny is when these next episodes come and Michelle doesn't have her titties in and we can't make jokes for that anymore. If y'all don't know, Michelle took them out. She popped them out. Yeah. So we'll see how that works in the future. But for now, Michelle loves a good
right.
good
If you've got cleavage that goes up to your nostrils, I mean, who doesn't? I would love to see a face that's just like the cleavage all the way to the nostril. Would you call it a hair lip? I don't know. Next down the runway was yours truly.
Brooklyn Heights and Harlem Heights.
And Plastique Tierra Harlem Heights.
And also, it's 3 of them.
No, I think it's Ho Chi Minh City Heights.
That would have been a clever name. But Brooke was the only girl that actually said, "This is my sister," and gave her a new name.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
I thought you just made that shit up. I didn't even hear that. All right.
No, she said it. Yeah, that's usually part of the makeover.
Yes.
The sister gets a new, "Hi, Kelly Michael." Yes, I'm shortchanged. Yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what was the one that was like the cameraman on the show?
Wintergreen.
Wintergreen. Peppermint and Wintergreen.
Miss Wintergreen won season 9. Sorry, Sasha Velour. You can win 9.5. The winner of season 9 is Wintergreen.
I'll never remember. That was a before and after look like none other.
Sarge, girl, Sarge.
Shit. What did you think about the look of Brooklyn and?
Elegant. I mean, Brooklyn is so polished. Brooklyn has never stepped on that runway a mess.
No,
ever.
And nor has Brooklyn ever stepped on the runway and not had a fully visualized concept that comes to life every time. The eyes are automatically on her. She tells a story. They have the Cysters moment where she's disapproving. Wait, hold up, and then okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And so at least there's some kind of meaning for the movement.
Yeah.
That should be a book. Meaning for the movement.
By
Brooklyn Heights and Ho Chi Minh City Heights.
Ho Chi Minh City Heights. Yeah, this was when, remember in All Stars 4 when Ru said to Trini, "You're doing the highest level of drag right here." Brooklyn Heights and Plastique were also doing the highest level of drag.
I don't know. I didn't like the nude color. That was like, it was too close to like wannabe skin color.
Yeah.
I either feel like it should have been a true nude, like a transparent material, or a black or something, because it just made it look like, especially on 2 different colored girls.
They were about the same color. The dresses were
different.
starkly.
Yeah. So that was the only thing I didn't like about it.
Well, yeah, it wasn't like I said, I've already given highest heel somewhere else, but if we're talking about the polish, the execution, the highest level of polish drag,
it's still heel.
It's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 snaps.
Last of the runway was
these bitches!
The Pilot Sisters.
Put the bass in your walk.
Too much? Okay, sorry.
No, we look good in these. Of course, we're gonna walk the runway ourselves, giving it to
Give
you.
it to you, bitches. All right, I think it's time for BJ's. That stands for Brandon and Josh, by the way, you dirty minds.
Ooh.
Bottoms and tops.
Ooh, yes. He wants the bottoms first tonight.
And that stands for the winners and the losers, by the way. Get your damn dirty minds out the gutter.
They know what the T is. Anyway, since we're flipping everything, why don't you ask me?
Girl, who were your bottoms for the week?
My bottoms for the week were Nina West, Silky Nutmeg Ganache, and Evie Oddly. Because with only 6 girls left, if you're not in the top, you're in the bottom.
You're in the bottom.
That's the way it works. Sorry. And then my lip syncers, I had Nina and Silky. As much as it pained me, because with this makeover challenge, they harp on that family resemblance and they harp on the fashion element. Once I heard those things, and when they were Silky was on the runway, we cut to Michelle going, "Her pants are still messy," like a loud trucker. And the
Michelle is a loud trucker.
When they do
bitch.
that second, they walk the runway twice. Once with the music, once without. And when they do the second one, where the judges are making comments, it's without music. The girls can hear that.
Yeah.
So how did Silky feel hearing that on the runway, probably walking back, thinking, I'm looking sickening, I did my job, and immediately hearing that from Michelle, oh, I'm in the bottom.
I mean, who cares how they felt? It's a competition, and there's judges in a competition, and judges gonna have an opinion.
Well, then
and
who
judges
did you
gonna be
like?
haters.
Then, okay, Judge Wade, who was in the bottom for you?
Same.
Okay, then shut your mouth.
We agreed, and in fact, I was sending Silky home today.
Oh, no.
Silky got robbed. I mean, Nina got robbed.
Silky got robbed of going home. Oh, you're right. Silky did get robbed of going home, but she's still here. Let's do it. So on the bottom, after Ru asked that dreaded question of who should go home, and the decision was actually split between, not even split, kind of split, between Silky and Evie.
Not a damn person said Nina.
No one said Nina, but our bottom two were Nina West and Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Now, I was thinking in my mind, Silky been running, flapping her mouth all season about how she can lip sync the house down and all this. She want to lip sync. She even told Ru, put me in the bottom, let me lip sync. So I was like, okay, let's see it, Silky. The song was No Scrubs by TLC, and I don't think either one of them could have showed us anything.
Awful song. This is not. They were a great song.
Great song.
Awful to lip sync to. This is not a drag. There's no change in beat. There's no crescendo. There's no build up. There's no opportunity for a depth drop or any kind of. It's literally like you and I can do.
It's very much a conversation level song.
Yeah.
So, Nina West, I was obviously going to be worried about her because a little bit, but I felt Nina did what she could do with this song.
They both were pretty awful in regard to this song and this lip sync.
Yeah.
I thought if there was going to be a double sachet, it would be this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of mad it wasn't now that I know Nina's going home. I'm like, fuck, pack up Silky and take her with you. You need a big suitcase.
I can't disagree. So even at the end of the lip sync, Ru looks at the two girls and goes,
Meh. Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Shantae, you stay.
right? And that's when I thought, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, they're both going home.
Honey, Vivian, get your ass out. Dax and Layla, get your asses out. It's time to go. These hoes are joining you, but Silky gets to stay.
Yeah. So that's who goes home. How do you feel about the winner?
Of the lip sync?
No, of the week.
Congratulations, you are the winner of this week's challenge.
Oh, Brooklyn, we didn't even say it. Whatever, Brooklyn. Okay, so it's very obvious Brooklyn's gonna win the show. We sent Nina West home. She was the biggest competition. Silky is in second, but keep in mind, they film different endings. So they have not picked a winner, and they're judging crowd reaction. They're judging all of this throughout the season to decide who they should pick. And they're even editing clips and things like that. So if they really want Silky to win, they'll start softening her character up after this.
That's right.
That's
so
we'll
how the
see.
game is played.
This is a lot.
I did not think Brooklyn won this week. I'm sorry. Vanjie looked better. Vanjie had a better look and a more cohesive look. And of course, our high heel of the week, Akira, was really incredible.
That was yours. That was your high heel of the week.
Who was yours?
It was Vanjie. We even said on camera we agreed.
Oh yeah, that was our.
See what I can do with that.
I actually had Akira as my top pick this week.
As the winner of the challenge?
Yeah, because I thought that they would be balancing it out and playing some like politics to it or something. I don't know.
Well, that would have been Akira's third too. So it wouldn't have mattered.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had 4 girls that came in with 2 wins.
I thought that bitch was just right in the middle the whole time. Apparently, I've been sleeping at the wheel.
Sleeping and twerking is a blessing.
Man, twerking is a blessing. Twerking is a blessing, baby.
And so we gonna twerk our way on out of this episode right here and twerk our asses down to Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Bye,
get it.
bitches.
Adventure is out there. Go big. Be kind. Fucking go west. Thank you so very much.